At HBO Max's Emmy Award nominee celebration, which recognized the White Lotus 23 nominations, the creator of the show, Mike White, revealed a connection between the families in the first and third seasons. The White Lotus is a show based around a luxury resort of the same name, and is set in a different destination every season. It has 3 seasons out on HBO Max, and the White Lotus Season 4 is on its way. A big part of what makes the White Lotus compelling to the fans is the cast. The cast of the White Lotus is always a big topic of conversation every season. At HBO Max's nominee celebration, White spoke about how the Morsbacher and Ratliff families were created, and how he cast them very similarly. Check out his comments below, what this means for the White Lotus. Sydney Sweeney wearing sunglasses in the White Lotus. In seasons 1 and 3 of the White Lotus, the Morsbacher and Ratliff families both played a huge part in their respective seasons. The families consist of young teenage or adult children and their parents. The dynamics of the families are always fun to watch, and without them the show would not be what it is. In the White Lotus Season 4, we will hopefully see another family that is similar to what we have seen in seasons 1 and 3. It appears as though White really likes to cast these families, and he knows how to cast a group that works really well for television. Apart from casting them, he also knows how to write very well for families, making them unlike others that we see in other shows on television. Our take on Mike White's comments. The Ratliff family toasting with pina coladas on their last night at the hotel in the White Lotus Season 3 EP8. Image via Max. I found this connection that White made fascinating. When watching the Ratliffs in the White Lotus Season 3, I would find myself thinking back to the Morsbachers from the first season and think that they had a lot of similarities. White seemingly casts the White Lotus in a way that is very smart, and he knows exactly how to create a family that is intriguing. I find myself thinking that the Morsbacher and Ratliff families are out of touch but also so truly themselves that it's hard to judge them because they know who they are, and what they want,